sometimes it's interesting to see how people use their Rodan and Fields products. So I'm going to do a little video of my evening time routine and how I finish my day so that it might be more useful to you if you're already using RNF or if you're thinking about it. The regimen that I use is the Redefine. And the first thing that I do, now this is of course my evening time routine, but I always start with the cleansing mask, which has a number 1 on it, and I use for my face about that much. I think it says in the directions maybe a quarter size, but I find that about a dime size is good enough for me. So just put it on my dry face. You don't have to do anything else in preparation for this, because this is step 1. And put that on. Some people like to leave this on for a while. Some people like to have a dry mask where they can feel that they get more out of the product. Maybe leave it on for a minute and a half or so. I actually vary. It kind of depends on, I hate to say, but what mood am I in or what else is going on. If it's really, really late, I have learned since doing this for the last over 5 weeks, no matter what time it is and how tired I am, I need to do this. So I go ahead and I do it. But sometimes I don't let it completely dry to the point that, it gets real solid and harder to wash off. But I then take, for my personal use, just a regular washcloth, and I like a warm, tepid type. I don't like hot water, and I don't like cold water. If you like really hot water, it does kind of suck some of the moisture out of your skin, which you've probably heard before about taking hot showers and whatnot. So you do have to kind of be careful about that. But anyway, so you, at your leisure, and when you feel comfortable that you've had your daily wash on long enough, you just simply come across with a wet cloth. Like I said, I recommend warm, but it's up to you. And this comes off, and when it does, you can already tell that your skin has had a little bit of a transformation, because in your daily wash, and again, if you're using Reverse or Unblemish or the Soothe, it might be a little bit different for you. But my Redefine wash, it's got ingredients in it that helps with the wrinkle repair and prevention. And then the second step is going to be 2, which is toner. In the Redefine, I use pore minimizing toner, which you really want a toner to help with your pores, no matter which regimen you're working on. If you're just wanting to get started, start with step 1, do the daily wash, put some moisturizer on, and go from there when you can. But if you really want to get dedicated to the routine, second step is toner. And my friend and I were talking the other day. We use a lot of toner. Rodan and Fields does have some particular costs just for the toner. I haven't ordered those yet, And so I think because of that, I'm using a little bit, maybe more toner because it's soaking up into the cotton that I'm using. But you just do your toner. One of my best friends says this is her favorite step, is the toner. She really likes the toner. I like all the steps, but I always do them my neck, and I usually do the mask on my neck as well, especially if I'm doing the microderm, which I'll show you that. I do that a couple of days a week, and I also use this wonderful citrusy, it's a sugar salt scrub. You can use it on your hands, your feet, any place that you want to refresh and maybe get rid of some of those skin cells that are not where you want them to be. So you want to make sure that your toner's dry. That is one thing I've heard a lot of different people talking about, is that their toner may not completely be dry, and then they go on to the next step, and it may create an irritation of some type with the skin. So after you make sure that your toner's dry, then you can apply step 3 of Redefine, which in the evening is this wonderful stuff called Overnight Restorative Cream. And I'm going to do that in a second, but before that, the very first product that I bought from Rodan & Fields was this little tiny jar called the Multifunction Eye Cream. And I used it, the first little tiny jar that I used took away my crow's feet. It's like 0.15 milliliters, but it's like magic gold, and it really takes those things away that are around your eyes, like the puffiness, the redness that maybe you have in the mornings. If you're suffering with allergies right now, this may be really something that you would want to try as well. But I always do this in the morning and at night. When you do your eye cream, though, be sure you don't just put it right here and right here. Reason being is that while you sleep, the eye cream moves around, and so it's gonna go. Oh, my dog is coming with the squeaky toy, so always something going on around here that doesn't pertain to what I'm doing, but you learn to cope. And one of the ways is by making your skin look awesome. So I do my multifunction eye cream. This is just a personal preference of mine. You can skip that step if that's not something that you're into. But the Redefine has step 3, there's 2. There's an AM cream that has a sunscreen, which is very, very important because as you're repairing your skin, you definitely don't want the sun coming back and retracting the progress that you're making. And I learned about sunscreen and its importance a couple of years ago when I had a melanoma taken off my face, which lasted forever. There's a scar. It took a long time for it to heal, and it taught me about using sunscreen. So anyway, I think my eye cream's pretty well settled in. I've got that kind of rubbed in, so it's in place. And again, don't apply it right up on your eye, or it'll actually just, through the night, it'll go in your eye. So now I'm doing my overnight restoring cream, which feels good. Now these things do not, like when you get them, people ask me, what do they smell like? And they really don't have an intense odor of any kind. There's a slight fragrance. Like this one kind of smells a little bit like you would expect a lotion to smell, but it's very slight, very, very slight. So there you've got basically your steps for your evening. One final thing that I do that is very, very useful has to do with my lips. And this product is called Lip Renewing Serum. It's awesome. You just take one out, and here it comes in a jar of 60-day supply. But here's the cool part. there's this patented protecting gel. So they come in little individual pods. So every day you can open a pod and you get this wholesome, fresh ingredient that hasn't been exposed to air. And so it's much stronger than if you just bought a jar of lotion or balm or something to put on your lip. So I do the lip renewing as my last step, and I have noticed, again, I'm on about the 5th week of my routine, and I added the lip renewing serum because it came in a little facial that I received when I was first interested in these products, and it was just so cool and so awesome. And I've noticed after about 5 weeks, my lips have gotten fuller. The collagen is kind of coming back to life, and I feel like they're really restoring. I don't wear lipstick as much as I used to when I worked professionally, with the heels and the hose and all that rigmarole with your name tag on. You know, you had to have lipstick, or you weren't fully dressed. But I don't do that as much as I did when I was working 24 hours a day for different colleges. But at this point in time, I use the lip renewing serum at night, and then when I wake up in the morning, I don't feel like my lips are dry, so I usually don't do any type of lipstick or lip balm until I get ready to go out. But sometimes I just put it on just because I want to, because I'm at home and I have it. Or just like my perfume. Sometimes I wear perfume when I'm not going anywhere. It's just maybe to feed my horse. He doesn't mind. He likes me no matter what. But he seems to be liking me better now that I have better humor about my skin. Maybe he can tell a difference, just like so many people have commented. There's one other little thing that's in my regimen that I wanted to share with you, and it's this little thing called Essentials. It's in the Essentials line that's available to anyone regardless of skin type, or to just someone who would like to use the products and really don't have a skin concern, or you already have a product routine that you like and you want to stick with. But you can get things like foamless tanner and sunscreen, the lip serum, the eye cream. But this particular essential is the lip balm, and it's kind of if you would, a complement to the nightly lip serum. It comes in a chat balm type form that you can carry in your pocket, your purse. Easy for men or women to use. And again, it doesn't have an odor. If anything, it's kind of got a little citrus thing, but it really rolls great over your lips, and again, kind of helps keep that collagen protected throughout the day. It also has a sunscreen component to it. In fact, the SPF on this particular one is 25, so that's pretty good for all day softball, going to football game, maybe the beach, whatever you're doing this summer. So anyway, that's my routine that I do before bedtime. In a few days I'll do my morning routine. It's a little bit different, but as I said, right now I'm doing the redefine, and then after I finish this, which one kit lasts 60 plus days, so it takes a while. You really don't have to use very much of this. It goes a long way. And that's one thing I've noticed with some of my clients, is they're commenting about how they don't have to use that much. And that's the whole point, is that you get an effect from a quality product at a good price, and it lasts you a long time. You don't have any hassle about it. You don't have any issues about trying to get it every week or every 2 weeks. If you're a preferred customer, you set your own order time. You can order once a month, you can order every 4 months, you can order different things at different months. So you have so much control. It's all about you and what your skin needs. and the way you want to address what your skin needs. And so that's my program for tonight. Now, if you can message me, send me a private message, whose music has been playing in the background during this video tutorial, I will send you a free gift. So be in touch with me, and thanks for watching. Good night.